We are starting.
Record. Okay, yeah, we record. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Okay, my name is Daniel Chandran. Here are my teammates, Tanmoy and Muhammad Danial Aiman. Today, we will talk about our assignment 2, which is the title is Compiler Design. Okay, Okay, so this introduction of the compiler design, it is known as a program that is converted in a high level language to low level language, which is once translate into one language written in one language to some other language without changing the meaning of the program. This is why they will use like a translation of doing the mechanism of an error detection in recovery. This includes lexical syntax and centimeter analysis. You can see here, this is the compiler itself, which is managed from high level language to low level language. If there is an error, there's a compilation error over there. Okay, why we need to learn about compiler design? It's because this is the hardware. It's used to have the mechanical device or functions that we control in the compilable software like C++ or Java, and that's the example of compiling programming program, which called as a high level language. It's called in the as also called as a source file that's saved in the translation of machine language programming. A machine language program is used to execute the program and save in a hard disk, as well as the target program used as a machine language that is usually called as a fully compiled accessible, in which is the program will be rendered in loading from the computer itself. Okay, here's the phases of the compiler design: high level language, Excel syntax, semantic, in-memory code generator, code automation, and code target code generation, which is used for use to steps to use to have the compiler itself. Okay, let's say analysis. So analysis is the first phase for the compiler. It is used as it works closely to the sentence analysis. That was before that, and then it was used to source modify the source code from the language or pre-process and written in the form sentences. It is used as a series tokens by removing any comments of the source codes. The character that you use is you use the code tokens to use as a source code to make sure that it will pass the data in the sentence analysis when it demands. Here is the picture of the source code with limits to the length synthesizer and use tokens to the census analysis, and you need and essentially needs the request to tokens from for the to the let's analysis. Okay, here are the tokens. A token, what is token is? A token is like a pattern, rules, the characters, like alphanumeric in the token te- and
Yeah,
pattern.
Chandra, pause the record.
Hold on. Okay, as I say, this is a tokens over there. Special symbol like a punctuation, assignment, and symbols. A long match rule. For example, like integer video. Scanning it cannot be integer limits until integer it cannot be determined. For scan it will be letter to letter and all the symbol all that. And the syntax analysis, which is the second phase after the lexical analysis. It's used to comes as the second, or it is known as a parse tree, and it creates as a parse tree that is in the source form. And here is the picture used from for the symbol table over there from the bottom. The importance of the sentence analysis is used in the sentence, listening, or tokens, as I will mention. The differences between top-down parsing and bottom-down parsing. Top-down parsing is like a right? Rewriting the formal grammar while bottom bracing is known as to describe the entire input, which is upside down from the here right side up. The top down is the right side up. The bottom. Okay, I give it to Daniel Aiman with the
All right.
symmetric.
Similarly, relevant. Okay, let me display. Similarly is like a mechanism that you have to draw for the text. It can comprehend and interpret sentences, paragraph, and entire document. To example, or the grammar, structure, and the or relationship. Next. There are five things you have to know about: hyponymic, meronymic, polysemic, synonymic, antonymic, and homonymic. Next page. And you know there is a classification model known as the topic classification, sentiment analysis, and the entire classification. This can be used for to text an email to proactively reach those who want to try a product interested or not interested. Like you have putting too far on the bookmark. Next slide. And you know you have to know about keyword attraction and the entity attraction. It really needed in the attraction model. You want to extract the word and the entity of it. Next slide. And you see the intermediate code generation. In terms of to tell how do you run a model, so we did that using the front end or compiler code a source to an intermediate code. And then this code is used to produce a target code in the back end of compiler. Yeah, they are designed by the computer. As you can see in the diagram. Next page. Intermediate code generation. Basically, a compiler that translates the log source language to the machine language. Then the intermediate code remove the need for a new complete compiler. Then it will synthesize the second part of the compiler to modify to its destination in the computer. And lastly, it will apply code automation to the intermediate code so that they can easily change the code for both to boost code efficiency. Next slide. Okay, intermediate can be represented as a high level IR and low level IR. It also can be a language specific or become an intermediate language like the tree address code. Next slide. And they say tree address code that can be intermediate code generator, receive input from a predecessor survey semantic analyzer. And by looking at the how it works, the coding, the phase, how all it working. And as they say, the tree address code have more tree address location to calculate the operation. It can be represented as quadruple and triple. Next, right?
Okay, now we go to Tanmoy with the code optimization.
Hi, good evening, sir. I am Tanmoy and I will discuss the rest of part. So first one is code optimizations. What is code optimizations? Code optimization is a program transformation techniques which tries to improve the code by making it consume less resource like CPU, memory, and high speed deliver high speed. Okay, optimization can be categorized into two types. So next slide. Okay, can be categorized two types. First one is machine independent. What is machine independent? Uh, the compiler takes the involve any CPU register or any absolute memory locations. The next type is machine independent. So what is machine dependent? Machine dependent optimization is done after the target code has been generated and when the code is transformed according to the target machine architectures. Okay, next slide. Okay. So next topic is code generation. Code generation is a major distinguished feature between compilations and interpretations. The target program must be preserved the semantic meaning of the source program and be high quality. It must take effective use the available resource of the target machine and it also must be run efficiently. This code has three primary tasks. First one is instruction selections. Second one is registration allocations and assessment. And last one is instruction ordering. The most important criteria of this code generation is that it produces correct code and it's depend on some topics and these are input the code generator, target program, operating system, memory management, after then instruction selections, register allocations and assessment, and evaluation orders. Okay, next slide.
Okay. Okay. Now,
Okay, last one is compilations. Compiler construction is a broad field. In these early days, much of the efforts is compilation was focused on how the implement high-level construct. Then for a long time, the major emphasis was on improving the efficiency on generated code. This topic remains important even today, but many new technologies have caused them to become more specialized.
okay.
And
Thank
that's
you.
from our group.
Okay. Thank you
Thank you very
very much.
much.
Thank you very much for everyone who listened to our presentation. That is all for all the compiling design. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon. So long, guys. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you can start the video.